Hello, everyone. Counterspell Hater here, back with another EDH guide, as requested by one of my commenters a few episodes ago. I had not noticed. I'm sorry for that. And now we are here. And his request was obviously Villis, as you can see, Villis, Broker of Blood, to be specific. So take a time to pause the video and then find out what the commander is all about. But anyways, we're just gonna get straight into it. Thank you for whoever made that request. I'm sorry I didn't get to this sooner. Bristlebrand, keep us in the game, help us draw a lot of cards. So instead of just paying 7 life to draw 7 cards, we now pay 7 life, and because of our commander, we'll draw 14. Erebos, God of the Dead, to prevent our opponents from gaining life and to be a good blocker, and also to allow us to draw even more cards for not as much as like Villis would price us for. I don't think. Baleful Force, guarantee that we can at least draw 3 cards right before we even cast anything. Dread Presence. So the funny thing we can do with this is that we can point the damage from the second option towards ourselves. Then we draw 2 cards, but we'd also gain 2 life, so our life total wouldn't really change in any way. It would just have to be the same. Or can draw 2 by losing 1, but Great Mission of Asphodel to potentially finish someone off due to us being mono black and to get us out of the pinch. Platinum Angels to make sure we don't die of life loss. And having no cards in our deck. Spawn of Mayhem, since our low life total will be getting very low. Toxic Deluge as a great board wipe and sudden card draw. Grim Tutor, get something that we may need and help us draw 3 cards as well. Aether Flux Reservoir, kind of to keep us alive and also allow us to blast and then draw 50. Treacherous Blessing, allow us to lose even more life. Asylum Visitor, we'll get into like discard and stuff down the line. But in case someone is playing discard, or if there's like someone who just ran out of cards, you benefit from that. Fire Action Arena, you know the deal. Damnable Pact, just draw a whole bunch, or we could just kill someone with this because they lose life as they draw the cards. Bolas the Citadel, to draw us even more cards and allow us to cast even more stuff for essentially for free, but also we have to pay our life. And then possibly be a win condition or just hit very hard. Killing Wave, really great for drawing in this deck and could be even better for getting rid of like stuff on our opponent's boards or make them pay a lot of life to keep it. Nightmare Making, to go with the fact that we're drawing a whole bunch of cards. So if there's like a whole bunch of stuff with a whole bunch of creatures power running around that have less power than the number of cards in our hand, which most likely there will be, then we can just exile all those said creatures. And if this creature has more power for some reason than the amount of cards in our hand, then we can exile those creatures if need be. Blood Tracker, creatures that can pump itself up for the cost of our life. It allows us to draw cards, and when it dies, or no, leaves the battlefield, let's just say, then we can get a whole bunch of cards without having to pay a whole bunch of life. Font of Agonies to help destroy creatures, like singular creatures, in case we don't want to do like an entire board wipe, and since we're paying life. Doom Whisperer, so for the cost of our life, of 2 lives to be specific, we can surveil 2. So if we use the surveil trigger first, it's kind of like a scry before you draw, which is very nice and beneficial in this deck, because then we know what we're drawing. If you don't need something, put it into our graveyard. Greed. It's essentially turned into pay black and pay 2 life to draw 3 of our commanders out. Bond of Agony. Could suddenly kill a person at the table or just kill all of our opponents, but it could also draw us a whole bunch of cards and knock down our life total. Demon of Deathscape for an easy summon and an easy 6 cards. I mean, come on. Kuro Pit Lord, rather expensive, but instead of having to pay the black mana and 2 life, as we would do with Villis, we can instead just pay 1 life and target creature gets one from -1 until the turn. Obviously, kind of a hefty cost to keep him alive, but the fact that we can do this and we don't have to pay the 2 life to Villis means we can kind of control like how much life we pay. It's kind of a more controlled version of Villis's second ability. You know what I'm saying? Our ghouls, Bloodfast, just because we'll probably have a lot. There'll be like a bunch of instances where we will be at low life, like dangerously low, and the fact that we can pay life to draw cards. And this can help us get us out of a bind if we get it to its flip side. Unspeakable Symbol to buff up our creatures and draw us cards. Marshland Bloodcaster, kind of a Citadel Bolas effect, except it's just 1 from our hand and not from the top of our deck. Glasscast Heart to create us kind of an army, but not in too much of a hurry, and get us blood tokens in case we want to draw without paying life, but rather by discarding cards. And could knock down our opponent's life by like 13 and gain us 13 life in case you need that. Now Moonsage's Scion, again, Citadel Bolas effect, pretty cool. Tavern Swindler allows us to essentially tap this creature and just pay for life. So we get a guaranteed 3 cards with our commander. And if we win, we also get gain 6 life back in addition to that. Plague of Vermin could create us an army real quick, drain a lot of players' life totals, and could draw us a lot of cards as a result. Crick, Son of Yawgmoth, allows us to draw even more cards now because he is turning our black mana spells, our spells that require black mana, and the mana symbols kind of written. What I'm saying is now, well, read the ability. Let me get my words straight. It's turning the symbols and the mana cost of like black spells we cast into Phyrexian black mana, essentially. That's what I was trying to say. And this can get real big since we're playing mono black and has lifelink to get us out of a box. Repay in kind. Since we'll probably have the lowest life, and if we are sitting at like the negatives with Platinum Angel and we play this, all of our opponents are going to die if they don't have something that can save them. Sanguinmancy to draw us a whole bunch of cards. I think I said that right. Lordcan Warlock Collector. Draw us a bunch of cards and get us some very powerful creatures from other sides of the battlefield. And Vecna to buff up a creature. Netherborn Altar to make casting our commander from the command zone multiple times rather easy. We won't get the benefit of the draw card effect, but at the same time, it's with the theme of the deck, and it's not that expensive. Awaken the Earthwell, so that this is probably one of our win cons. Because out of all the players at the table, most likely we will be the ones discarding the most amount of cards. And thanks to this, we'll get a whole bunch of 2/2s as a result. Scourge Familiar allows us to make mana by discarding a whole bunch of cards if need be. So we can cast that into a Bond of Agony, Thought Gorger, to be a big creature with trample that could suddenly just kill someone on the next turn that we're able to attack. Zombie Infestation to kind of control our discard. That way we can keep the stuff we want. But it can still create a good amount of tokens. Plague Reaver, because this is essentially a game of with Plague Reaver, it's a game of hot potato, and we'll be able to play that game of hot potato a long time thanks to the sheer amount of cards in our hand. Revenge of Ravens to keep us alive kind of in the early game and discourage people from causing us to lose life and trigger our commander via damage from creatures. Because then it starts taxing them with their life. Bone Mizir, like I said, since we're discarding, can help us create a bunch of tokens, add a bunch of mana, or draw us even more cards than we already are. Phantasmagorgon to drain our opponent's resources, drain their hand. And since we have a whole bunch of we are probably going to have a whole bunch of cards, we can keep on returning this to our hand by discarding 3 cards from our hand and then casting it until it is not countered, in which point most of our opponents, or at least one of them, will have probably spent a good amount of cards to keep from this being cast. If not, first time we just get a 6/6, and this can always come back. Dreadhorde Invasion to get us losing life in the early game, but by the time probably Villis comes out, we'll have a way to gain life back, hopefully. Hissing Miasma, kind of a revenge of Ravens a bit, except we don't gain life. Still, Scourge Attackers, Midnight Reaper to help us draw cards as our creatures die, and Dark Prophecy to do the same thing. Then we have Ancient Tomb, draw us cards and make us mana. Prismatic Vista, find us a swamp and draw us a card. Castle Lockwind to draw us a heck of a lot of cards due to its second ability, which is going to be nuts. And then so 47 basic swamps, I believe. Yeah. And with that, the end of this commander guide request, I should say, starring Villis, Broker of Blood. I hope you enjoyed the EDH, this request. If you did, and you want to make a request of your own, be the first to comment on this video, and as you're commenting, type in the name of the commander you want to see, and on the next video or in a future video, as soon as possible, I promise I will record that episode with that you requested. Sorry, I kind of got lost there. Anyways, so yeah, I'd be the first to comment. Thank you for the commenter who made this request. I like it. So yeah, that'd be the first to comment, and I will hold up my word. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe. Helps the channel out. We are only 2 away from 20 subscribers, guys. Thank you to all of 18 of you who have been subscribed. Really means something. And now I am also proud to announce that one of our videos has just gotten to the hundreds, which is amazing. So keep the view count up. So go watch my other videos. what I'm trying to tell you. Comment on them. I like feedback anyways. Comment on this one. What else? Oh yeah, don't forget to hit the notification bell that way you don't miss more of this content, and share these videos along with other videos on my channel with other people. Anyways, that is it, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.